My sister's accidental voice memo for Mom. What I heard about me made me leave the very next morning with a plan she never imagined. You know, sometimes life throws you a curveball so hard it shatters everything you thought you knew. But can you even imagine discovering that the person who threw it was your own sister? Because that's exactly what happened to me. The proof? It landed in my lap. An accidental voice memo that exposed a betrayal so deep it made me question my entire family. My name is Anitra, and at 28 I never thought I'd be back in my childhood bedroom, surrounded by faded swim team trophies and dusty posters. Getting laid off from my dream interior design job in Chicago was a punch to the gut. Moving back in with my parents in Maryland was supposed to be temporary, just 3 months to regroup. My sister Jenna, with her perfect husband and kids, was visiting from Boston for the summer. We'd always had a complicated relationship, a competitive edge mixed with a strange kind of closeness. Or so I thought. That voice memo notification on my phone changed everything. One accidental message from Jenna, meant for our mom, became the shocking revelation that pulled the rug out from under my whole world. If you're watching this, sitting comfortably in your family home, maybe take a second to really think about who you trust, because sometimes the people closest to you are the ones you least expect. Let me tell you how my sister's accident, her mistake, changed my life forever. Coming back to Silver Springs felt like admitting defeat, like wearing a scarlet letter of failure. Just 6 months earlier, I'd been thriving, a junior designer at one of Chicago's most prestigious firms, Hartman & Associates. My portfolio was growing, clients were specifically asking for me, and I was finally tackling my student loans while still affording my tiny, stylish apartment in Wicker Park. Then the recession hit the luxury market like a freight train. 3 major accounts gone in a month. Suddenly, the last hired were the first to go. My boss Graham called me into his office on a rainy Tuesday. He praised my work profusely, his words feeling hollow, then handed me a severance package that wouldn't even cover 2 months of Chicago rent. The shame burned, a hot knot in my stomach as I dialed my parents. Swallowing my pride? More like choking on it. They immediately offered their home as a temporary landing pad, assuring me it would be fun to have me back while Jenna and her family were visiting. The 12-hour drive from Chicago felt endless, each mile a step backward in the carefully planned life I'd envisioned. When I pulled into our familiar colonial-style driveway, Mom rushed out before I could even turn off the engine. "Anitra, sweetie, you made it!" she cried, hugging me tight. She smelled like the same lavender perfume she'd worn my entire life, a scent that suddenly felt bittersweet. "Your father's grilling chicken and Jenna and the kids are so excited to see you." Dad appeared at the door, waving casually, as if I just returned from a weekend trip, not retreated home after 8 years away. As I dragged my suitcase up the front steps, I saw Jenna in the foyer, her perfect blonde hair falling in waves around her shoulders, not a strand out of place despite the full story video added in below.